Hey everybody, just checking to see if I'm live. Guess I am. Well, anyway, this is Martin Burrows from the Oceania Sport Information Center. So, just want to give you an update on news and some research articles. We'll start with the Pack News Sports Bulletin, what are some of the highlights for the day. Rugby former Tonga rugby captain questions new TRU governance. In basketball, Pacific Games 3x3 basketball gold medalists given new role in Guam. In rugby, Fiji Rugby Union to conduct drug tests this weekend. In rugby league, PNG Hunters coach Church predicts current top two will play October 18th grand final. In bowling news, Cook Islands Bowling Green named after longest serving president. In football news, PNG soccer spectators return to sporting venues after 2 months. In rugby news again, special World Rugby Awards to celebrate rugby's pandemic heroes and stars of the decade. In rugby league, Papali Whiten wins 2020 Meninga medal. Another rugby league shark fine Kula given all clear after cancel battle. Good news there. Olympic news. Mori claims Tokyo 2020 to take place no matter what happens. More ILC news. The Olympic Channel Access Communications and Public Relations team as part of restructuring. More Olympic news. Tokyo 2020 collects enough plastic bottles to create recyclable podiums. So all your podiums will be made out of recycled bottles in Tokyo. So moving on with the news, we are going to look at rugby science. So what this is, man, I started playing around with the videos and I'm having a fun time doing it. So I'm going to try to do this on a frequent basis, weekly. Try to do it 2 to 3 times a week. If you miss the live, don't worry. I always have this up on the YouTube site. Now, let me change the screen. That's not the one I wanted to go to. Let's go to the rugby science. I just wanted to share this site with everybody. Uh, okay, we went blank. Okay, here we go. So this site right here is rugbyscientist.com. I find their articles very informative, but just wanted to highlight this website. So the latest article they have is injury surveillance at the Rugby World Cup 2019. It's an infographic. Uh, June 4th this year, the string that gets pulled too often, the hamstring, very quality article. They have these two articles and more. So just come down to Rugby Scientists with an S.com and read some of these informative articles specifically tailored towards rugby. And they're out of South Africa. So moving on, I'm going to share some. Oh, before I do, let me give a shout out to the folks at Let me pull up an article from the Clearinghouse out of Australia. They had some good articles today. Okay, so I'm going to pick out some of the articles from the Clearinghouse that are more specific or general or about the Pacific. So, other announcements. There was something here. WADA invites stakeholders to the 7th International Conference on Novel Psychoactive Substances. That might be interesting. This might be interesting. What aspects of sport uniforms make girls aged 12 to 18 years feel comfortable and confident to play sport? Okay, moving on. Oh, they also have the Sport Oz podcast series. You can learn more about Sport Oz. Go to Sport Oz in Google and you'll find their information. I think this still Australian Institute of Sport. They did have a name change. They are Sport Australia, Sport Oz. So their web address is sportaus.gov.au. That's sportaus.gov. So moving down onto their news alerts. So anything here? Okay. Uh, BWF, the Badminton World Federation, hopes Thailand tournaments can be blueprint for future events in Thailand. Nothing in baseball for the Pacific. I would encourage people to check out the Boyd Cordner concussion. Sydney Roosters captain rejects calls to retire from NRL. Okay, that's a retirement issue. Okay, so moving right along. Cycling, they have a virtual track national challenge bringing the country together. This is very important. Esports. The e-sailing World Championship playoffs set to start. Esports is becoming big. So I encourage folks around the Pacific to take a look at it, see if you can fit in. It's huge in America, it's huge in Asia, and it's huge in Australia and New Zealand. Take advantage of that. So, moving right along, this is an interesting one. Peak Bodies partner to drive sport. Okay. So, netball news on the Olympics. We just went over that stuff. See if they have anything in sport nutrition. When training is about to change, your diet should too. It's very important. As an athlete, it's a good place to be when you're training well, eating to support training demands, and feeling good. Okay, in swimming, what happens to your body during taper? Taper is the time leading up to a big competition where swimmers decrease their training volume while increasing their rest in order to prepare their bodies to go best times. So, what exactly happens to your body during taper or tapper that allows it to go fast? World Taekwondo's ready for first virtual General Assembly. The French Opens, 21st from September to 11th October in Paris, France. It's still going on. One thing in weightlifting news, Samoa and Nauru hold the keys to Australia's progress in the Oceania League. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to some sports research. That's what I originally wanted to do. I just wanted to give some highlights of some news around the world and around the region. So, without further ado, let me pull up the Word document. Okay, that's not it. Let's see if I can pull it up. Okay. Learning this software, man, but this seems pretty fun. Okay. No, it keeps on to that. Okay, still playing here. Ah, okay. I'm gonna read the sports. Let me get to a nice background. Okay. All right. So what I'll do is I will expand, cut this out. Okay. So you know what? I'm gonna start this back up again. Okay.